This video is brought to you by
Cool Grain Clothing. We done gone worldwide and we coming straight out of Baltimore. Come on down, shop with us at 215 West Saratoga Street. And if you can't come and shop with us in person, go online right now at coolgrainclothing.com and make your purchase. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. Most people wake up and go to work every day, not because they want to, but because it's their livelihood. It's how they keep a roof over their head, provide for their family, get everyday needs and some of their wants. We all know work can be frustrating at times in a lot of different ways. From co-workers to people you work with, they might irritate your soul, tell everything to the supervisor, or might be lazy, leaving you to pick up their slack. To a boss that might be on a power trip, geeking because you clocked in 2 minutes late or went on lunch while it was busy. But most of that is little stuff. That's just what the average working man or woman deals with on a daily. Most people just want to do their 8 hours, go home, and leave all that drama for the next day at the job. As long as their hours on their paycheck is right, that's all that matters. But sometimes things can get out of hand at work. You have rivals, people competing for the same position, co-workers going to corporate on each other, trying to get the other person fired to secure a position, anything for more money. Even work friends can turn into enemies, and people get cutthroat. But if a person feels like you are responsible for taking food out of their family's mouth and you are playing with their livelihood, a petty work beef can easily spill into the streets. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing a case of a man who snapped after being demoted and blaming his co-worker. Earlier this year, 46-year-old Baltimore native Kevin Gross had a whole lot to be thankful for. He had a good career as an assistant manager at a company called Planet Aid in Elk Ridge, Maryland. The company is known for having donation centers where people could donate clothes and other items to get them to thrift stores or other places to help families in need. On top of that, this past summer, Kevin was living life, celebrating his 3-year anniversary in his relationship, and he was somewhere on the island smiling hard. The man had worked hard for his position at work and for his lifestyle. He also was taking care of his sick mother, so he had a lot of people depending on him. At work was another man, 28-year-old Ronald Rodriguez. The young man, originally from El Salvador, had also himself worked hard at the company and climbed the ladder. Just like Kevin, he was an assistant manager as well. Holding the same position, sometimes the men would bump heads over work, but nothing major. Life was going good for both of them, and Kevin seemed content. Until November 17th of this year, Kevin went to work as usual. It seemed like a normal day, but this day, they called him in the office, and his manager informed him he would no longer be an assistant manager, but a driver for the company. Coming from behind the desk to getting back in the truck would be considered a demotion. Kevin asked questions and felt the situation had something to do with Ronald. He felt the man was reporting on him, but it wasn't confirmed. The man would go home upset, feeling like his co-worker was playing with his money and also his livelihood after working hard to become a manager. The following morning came around and Ronald got up early for work. He left out a little bit after 4 a.m. He stopped by a BP gas station before hopping on I-95 to head to the job. While he was driving, he realized he had an issue with his tire, so he pulled over to check it out. Seconds later, a Buick pulled up behind the man, and the person got out asking did he need help before multiple shots went off, hitting Ronald in the Buick, then fled the scene. Now shot 7 times and on a busy highway, Ronald stumbled around in the area before calling police for help. Police arrived to the location a little bit after 4:30 a.m. to find Ronald laying on the side of the road, conscious but in critical condition. While being taken to the hospital, he was able to tell police he believed it was his co-worker Kevin who shot him, because the person who got out the Buick had on a face mask, but they also had on a company shirt who the two men worked for. He stated he recognized the voice as well. He told police Kevin felt he had something to do with him being demoted the day before. With that information, police got Kevin's cell phone records and went to his home. They spotted the Buick parked outside that Ronald told them about. But being a Monday morning, Kevin also was heading to work. Police went to the job and realized Kevin had drove another car to work. While walking out, they grabbed him and read the man his rights, telling him they knew he had shot Ronald. Kevin decided to waive his rights and talk at the station. He told police he was mad about his demotion and felt Ronald was responsible. So he woke up that morning, went to Ronald's apartment in an attempt to approach the man for a regular fist fight. He stated Ronald got in his car fast though, so he followed the man for a minute, but he turned off, changing his mind, realizing it just wasn't worth it. But Kevin didn't know police had put the whole story together already. That he slashed Ronald's car tires, followed him to the gas station, up to the highway, and confronted him with a mask on, but also the work shirt, telling Ronald, "You must have hit a pothole or something," before shooting the man 7 times. They then stated Kevin drove all the way home, switched cars, then went to work, thinking Ronald was gone, but the man had survived and was in critical condition. Kevin was taken into custody, charged with multiple charges, including attempted first-degree murder. At his first bail hearing, his attorney argued the fact he was taking care of his mother, who had dementia, and also that the man worked hard and had steady employment. But a carjacking charge would be brought up from years prior, and the judge felt Kevin was a threat to Ronald and society, so he is currently being held without bail. The company that both of the men worked for sent out a statement. They stated the situation was tragic and they hope justice is served, but they wouldn't put out no details on Kevin's demotion or the work beef between the two men. Kevin made it all the way to the Breakfast Club and got Donkey of the Day for being the man that crashed out over a demotion. But as of now, he is innocent until proven otherwise, and Ronald is still in critical condition. It's crazy to see a person go from living life happy, smiling, to a mugshot. I definitely get wanting to keep your position and income steady, but to throw it all away over a demotion, probably at the most a loss about $2 or $3 an hour. You could have played it cool, kept getting paid, and been applying for other jobs the whole time. But some people don't play about their livelihood and will definitely hurt you about their money. I don't know if Ronald got Kevin demoted or not, but I do know you can't make a living or take care of your girl and mother from a jail cell. So if Kevin allegedly did do what they say he did, he just turned a pay cut to a long bid in prison. You got a witness who survived. You allegedly shot a man on a public highway, causing traffic jams, then went to work thinking yo was gone. I hate to say it, but at 46 years old, that was a super dummy mission. But I'm going to leave this one open. I want to know what y'all think about the situation. And fam, have you ever dealt with somebody playing with you at work or your livelihood? If so, how did you handle the situation? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, man, crazy situation. But I ain't going to talk too much more about this one. Y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about the situation. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.